Hey everybody, welcome back for the second episode of Deep Dives with Donnie D. Today we're going to be getting a little bit more onto a personal note. So, I was having a conversation with my dad. Again, another episode about me and my dad. It's turning into the Donnie and Dave show. Anyways, I was having a conversation with him. And we see a lot of these people that are older walking laps in our neighborhood, even on the hottest of days. Like mid-70s walking around doing multiple laps. And it's like miles. Well, my dad, he says to me, I could never do that. And he starts listing up a whole litany of excuses, not excuses, but reasons between, I got arthritis and I get dehydrated. I'm too old. But, it had me thinking, like, anyone can do anything, really. It's just a matter of how much it sucks and how much you're willing to deal with it sucking, really. That's kind of, everything's hard. No one really, like Tom Segura said, no one wants to do anything. Like John Mulaney said, the fact that anyone does anything is remarkable. It's very easy to kind of play in your comfort zone and stick to that and not really try to expand your horizons. And I think we all kind of face that a little bit. I know I do. For example, starting my first podcast and now even this one, it was very difficult. I didn't know anything about what I was doing, and I know I wanted to do it. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. I didn't know anything about the field. I didn't know anything about editing and publishing videos. I mean, even being on camera to this day, it's been over a year and I still get nervous, I try to think of what to talk about and get a little flustered sometimes, and I got to cut the video and start over. But, sometimes you got to just power through it. Even like right now, I don't know how it comes off to you guys, but I'm pretty nervous. I'm sometimes a little short of breath when I'm talking, and that's just because you're on edge and you're anxious, and a lot of that I think stems from anxieties. A lot of people, we tend to hold on to our failures in our past. Like, I think a lot of the things like early on in my life that affect me, like even just thinking back to like third grade, falling on my face off a skateboard in front of everybody, and those type of things, they mold who you are. I was probably like 8 years old, but I still remember it. Pretty insignificant in the whole grand scheme of my life, but I remember that better than I remember shit that happened last week. It's crazy. So, I think people really, how do I put this? I don't know, because I don't want to sound condescending, like, oh, you're just being lazy, or you're just being a pussy, you can do whatever you want to do, you're just not doing it. It's not that simple, I know that, I know that better than a lot of people. Who is it? I think Einstein once said, for every success I've had 1,000 failures before it. And, that's true. Sometimes things aren't going to work out. When I say anyone can do anything, it doesn't mean that anyone can do anything first try. You're going to have failures. You're going to learn from those failures, try to make a new plan, figure it out, and go from there. But you can't stop at the first one. And some of us, stop before we even start. I've seen that in my own life. I can tell you when this whole pandy-wandy started, I was a foreman for an HVAC company, and one day I just decided I had enough and this wasn't what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, and I quit my job on the spot with no plan, no nothing. I was like, I just knew I was done. And now, I'm thankful to be at the company I am a year later after taking some time off. I'm back doing HVAC. I'm not a foreman anymore, thankfully, because I wasn't prepared for that. But, I'm kind of back where I was. I'm back in my comfort zone. So, I'm looking to go to college. I'm looking to get a bachelor's degree in communications/new media, according to SNHU. So, that's something I want to do, but I'm a little nervous, I'm more than a little nervous. I just filled out some of the information requests today, and, they called me almost right away, and I didn't answer the phone. I'm going to call them. I gotta just not be so nervous. I see that SNHU administration pop up, and I'm like, oh my god, already? I'm not prepared to talk to somebody and go over what I want to do and all that, But I should have answered the phone right then and there, get the ball rolling. I'm 27 years old, I'm not getting any younger. So, stuff like that. And I think, I don't know what I think. No one does. We're all paranoid, we're all weird, but you gotta make it through the day, and you can't be miserable. And staying in your comfort zone, it's easy, but it's an easy way to become miserable. And I think I kind of saw that the first time. I mean, this isn't supposed to be a martial arts podcast, but I remember in jiu-jitsu, the first time I was on bottom position in like a live rolling situation, and your face is being covered and smushed and you can't breathe, and there's like a strong part of you that's saying, give up, get out, tap. All you have to do is tap on their shoulder and you're out of this situation. And, I don't know if I ever tapped to position, but I might have early on. I know I wanted to. And then somewhere down the line, after having it done to me several times over, it didn't suck any less, but I was able to get through it easier. And then eventually, you're not in that position anymore. And that speaks to just what I was saying just a few minutes ago. It's about failing a few times. You're going to be afraid of that risk, but you just have to take it anyways. You're going to fail. You're going to learn from it. You're going to move forward. So, I don't know. I think a lot of us need to just let go of what's holding us back. And that's kind of, that's our own self-image sometimes. You don't believe that you're capable of the things that you want to do, so you kind of procrastinate on them. Because it's easier to say, oh, I'm going to do this eventually, it's just not right now. Because then it never becomes real. If you keep saying, oh, I'm going to do this, yeah, you have the intention, you have the drive, you say you have the drive, you want to do it, but you never get around to it because you're afraid to fail. But it comes into everything, like even trying to lose weight. That's something I've struggled with forever, as long as I can remember, really. And it's always that dark, dirty thought in your head telling you, oh, you can't do this, you're not capable. And if that's what gets you, it gets you to crack. People, you gotta stop listening to that. And in a lot of ways, I'm talking to myself here. I'm not telling anyone you gotta stop listening to that. I gotta stop listening to that personally. So, that's kind of the message I want to get across in this episode. Anyone can do anything. It's just gonna suck, and you gotta be willing to deal with it sucking. So, that's the message. I hope you all are having a great day. If you can, like and subscribe. Very helpful to me, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you, everybody.